What do we want? When do we want it?
White supremacist and neo-Nazi rock music is flourishing worldwide. According to the Southern Poverty Law Center, which tracks hate groups, music sales are a primary source of income for racist groups and a rich recruiting ground for new members. In the U.S., racist music can easily be purchased online. Christian Picciolini got into skinhead rock as a teenager.
I didn't know what a communist was at 14 years old or what a Jew was at 14 years old. I'd never met one. But the music was very attractive to me because it was aggressive and it was inspiring.
The skinhead group became a surrogate family for Picciolini.
We were a propaganda tool for this movement, and we were targeted at young people. And every lyric was about white supremacy, and it was about promoting violence.
The Southern Poverty Law Center says the number of hate groups it monitors has exploded to over 1,000 in the years since Barack Obama's election. There's also evidence neo-Nazis have a presence in the institution that Americans say they admire the most, the U.S. military. These photos showing active-duty military personnel displaying racist and neo-Nazi tattoos were collected by investigative journalist Matt Kennard.
White supremacists and neo-Nazis have always seen the U.S. military as a way to attain training in weapons and tactical skills, etc., that they can use back on the streets of the United States.
In a book titled Irregular Army, to be published later this year, Kennard says the military lowered its standards, allowing extremists to join up in order to fill its ranks while fighting the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan.
I dug up Pentagon reports which basically said, and this is a quote, a verbatim quote, "We have a don't ask, don't tell policy towards extremism."
The Pentagon told Al Jazeera, "Our standards have not changed. Participation in extremist activities has never been tolerated," adding, "While we can't guarantee that every person who enters the service will be free from holding extremist thoughts, various screening tools provide us the best opportunity to identify those who do not share our values." Kennard says the seeds of future violence have already been sown.
In terms of future attacks, it could be too late. They've spent the last 10 years arming and training some of the most dangerous white supremacists and neo-Nazis in America.
After nearly 2 decades, Christian Picciolini left the skinhead group and founded Life After Hate, a group that tries to steer young people away from racism with compassion.
Perhaps Wade Michael Page, who committed these atrocities in Wisconsin 20 years ago, had he had other options, had people shown him compassion, we may have had a different situation.
Racism, rock, and the military, aspects of a subculture all too capable of lethal violence. Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera, Los Angeles.